Hey, it's Jess. Welcome back. Twice a year, my library has a book sale where they sell books that they have too many copies of or old books they're moving out of their catalogs. A lot of people donate books to this sale. I went shopping and now I'm going to tell you about what I got. I got 23 books and I paid $39. So honestly, I think that that's great. I'm very happy with what I found, and that's, again, great. Several of these, like 14 of these, I got for $1 each, so that's not bad at all. So let's go through them. I have them, you can't see them. Okay. I tried to put my camera down so you could see them, but it didn't work, so just trust me. Okay, I don't really have an order. I don't really have an order, so we're just gonna go. So the first two books that I picked up were by Brent Weeks. I got, oh, they're very thick. The Night Angel Nemesis, which goes after, it follows the Night Angel trilogy, which I have, oh, I have it right down here. So in the Night Angel trilogy, you are following Kyler Stern. He is an orphan, street rat kid who, oh, he's a guild rat, who apprentices under the most skilled assassin in this town, city, kingdom thing. So you're following him in the first three books. This, I guess, is after that. It is very, very thick. One of my husband's favorite authors is Brent Weeks, and he introduced me to the Night Angel trilogy. I really like that, and so when I saw this, I had to get it. And then Black Prism, also by Brent Weeks. This is the beginning of another, I believe, trilogy of his. I think it's listed in here. It might be more than a trilogy. The Lightbringer, I think it's called Lightbringer series, and it's 5 books. This is the first one, the Black Prism. I don't know anything about this one. It says Gavin Guile is the Prism, the most powerful man in the world. He is high priest and emperor, a man whose power, wit, and charm are all that preserves a tenuous peace, yet prisms never last, and Guile knows exactly how long he has left to live. When Guile discovers he has a son born in a far kingdom after the war that put him in power, he must decide how much he's willing to pay to protect a secret that could tear his world apart. So, I don't know. It says, every light casts a shadow. I don't know what it's about necessarily, but again, my husband loves Brent Weeks, and when I found these two books, I picked them up for him. The next book I have is The Serpent's Curse by Lisa Maxwell. I think, oh no, I just now read down here, it says book 3 in the New York best-selling Last Magician series. Should have paid attention to that. I think this is a young adult series. Have not obviously read the other two, did not know this went with it. I don't even know what the other two are called, but that's okay. It sounded interesting. Oh, it sounds like a heist book, and I love heists. Heists in books. Obviously the first one's called The Last Magician, so I'll have to check out the other two books in this series before I read this one, but it sounded interesting, and I do like the cover. I think it's pretty cool. So there you go. That's another book I got. All right, still in the newer books, because it's set up in newer, better quality books, and then older, not as good quality books. So I have most of the ones I got in the newer side in front of me. So I got Stormfront by Jim Butcher. This is the first book in the Dresden Files. I had listened to this on audio many, many years ago. I didn't finish it. I listened to it because I found out that James Marsters is the narrator, and he is the actor who plays Spike in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which is one of my favorite series, one of my favorite TV shows of all time. I love Buffy. And the narration was good, but I never finished it, and I saw the first one, and so I got it, because I've wanted to read these for a long time. I think that I would really like this series. There are a gajillion. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, just listed in this one, 16 books in the series. So I know it's a very long series. and I don't really need to get started with another series, but I saw this in good condition, so I picked it up. Next, there was a huge section of Stephen King. I picked up Duma-Key by Stephen King. This, first of all, I know that it's kind of weird because they're so small, but I like this small size for Stephen King. I've heard really good things about this one, have never read it. Don't really know what it's about. About an injured construction worker who's in a rehab setting? I don't know. Set in Florida. I love Stephen King. I love some of his newer stuff. I love his older stuff. Let's see. This one's from 2008. Again, never read it, heard good things. Also, it's textured right here on the words, and I like that. I like that. All right, next I got Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn. Last year I got Dark Places by her. Have not read that yet. This was a pretty good condition, pretty good quality condition. I read Gone Girl earlier this year, did not enjoy. I think I gave that book like a 2.5. So hopefully, I've heard better things about this, and I want to read it, and I want to watch the HBO series. Is it on Max? Is it on Hulu? There's a series with, I think, Amy Adams, and I love Amy Adams, so I'm excited to read that. I found The Return by Rachel Harrison. Rachel Harrison and I have like kind of a wishy-washy relationship. I've read 3 of her books, and they've all been kind of middle of the road for me. This is one of her first books. It's a group of friends. One of them disappeared for 2 years and has come back, and so they're reunited after that. But their friend Julie is weird and not like she was before. I do really like the hot pink cover because I love pink. And it sounds creepy. So, I don't know. We'll see. Again, I have like a tenuous relationship with her and her writing, so hopefully I enjoy this one. Okay, and the rest of these, I can't remember some of these if I got from the back or the front, so, oops, what am I doing? Okay, so we're just gonna keep going, because I can't remember. I just know for sure that this first set came from the front. Okay, I got The Beach by Alex Garland. This is the book that the movie The Beach is based on, which has Leonardo DiCaprio. I remember seeing that movie in like 7th or 8th grade, and probably was too young to see that movie at that time, but I loved it. I was obsessed with it. And I really liked it, and I found a copy of the book, so I grabbed it. It's about this guy, Richard. He is on a solo trip across Southeast Asia, and he finds out about this beach, and so he goes to the beach, and it's like a secret, super secluded beach where life seems great, and they have their own, like, community and colony, and then, of course, things go badly, because that's what always happens. So, again, really, really loved the movie. I haven't watched the movie in probably over 10 years, so I don't know if I'd still love it. I'm assuming I would, but I don't know. But again, when I saw the novelization of it, or the novel that it was based on, I had to pick it up. This one I know came from the back, so this was only $1, so also that helps too. Okay, then I got The Skin of the Sea by Natasha Bowen. This was in the fantasy. It looks very cool, and it sounds like it's about mermaids. And that intrigued me, so I picked it up. Let's see. Okay, yep. Then I found Recursion by Blake Crouch, which is my favorite Blake Crouch novel that I've read. This one, I think about it all the time. I talk about it all the time. I tell a lot of people, if you like Dark Matter, try this one. If you didn't like Dark Matter, maybe try this one because it's different. It is about a world where people suffer from something called false memory syndrome, where they have these memories of this entire life that's never happened. So they have memories of marrying a man and having children and living in the suburbs when they have never met that person in real life. They live in the city. And it kind of drives people crazy. And so you're starting off at the beginning of the book with Barry Smith. Barry. He's like, Barry Sutton. He's a cop, and he's trying to talk down someone who's on the top, the ceiling, the roof of a building, who is about to jump because she's so distraught from this false memory syndrome. And so he's further just like investigating what's causing this. I don't know. Again, it's my favorite Blake Crouch book. I've been talking about wanting to reread it. I don't think I said it on here, but I'm thinking a lot lately about how I want to reread it, and I found it in really good condition, and it was $2, I think. Okay, this one was $4. I don't care. I will pay $4 for this book because I love it that much, and this is a book that I can definitely see myself rereading several times. Those were the first 2 stacks, so then I moved. I have a little table in front of me. It doesn't matter. You don't care. Okay. More books. I got The Black Dahlia by James Ellroy. This is, I don't know if this is a novelization of the movie or if this was written and then they made it into a movie. I'm not sure. The Black Dahlia is a very famous woman who was dismembered back in 1947. She was trying to be a famous actress and, you know, fell in with the wrong people, obviously. And this is about people investigating. They want to know who she was, what happened to her, who unalived her. Haven't ever seen the movie, just know the story of the Black Dahlia. And again, saw the book. I'm pretty sure this is one. Yep, it was in the back, so it was $1. Let's go for it. I found another Blake Crouch book called Abandon. This one also in the back, so it was $1. I don't really know. It's about... Okay, so there was like a mining town and people disappear, and then 113 years later, 2 people, like a group of people, come to this abandoned mining town and try to find out what happened. And I don't know. I like abandoned town stories, and I like Blake Crouch's writing, so I decided to get this one. Again, having never heard of it, but I thought I'd give it a shot. The next one I got was The Chain by Adrian McKinty. This is a book that I've heard a lot about. Basically, like, these people get notified that their child has been taken, and they have to save their child, they have to kidnap another person's child and then tell those people that they have to kidnap someone. So it's like a chain of kidnappings. Don't know why. I'm assuming that's why you read the book, to figure out why this is happening. I've heard mixed reviews about it, but again, it was in the back of the sale, so it was only $1. And for a hardcover, that's not bad. So I've heard enough good reviews that I decided to check it out. Oh yes, I also found Like Water for Chocolate by Laura Esquivel. This, I have read this book before at least once, possibly more. I've seen the movie several times, and this is basically just like this woman who lives at home with her, I know, mother, possibly father, sister. Her sister is engaged to this other man, but she is in love with her sister's fiance, and they, you know... Oh, it says, in well-born Mexican families, tradition dictates that the youngest daughter will not marry but remain at home to care for her mother. So she is the youngest. She has to stay home, but she doesn't want to because she falls in love. And then things happen. I really remember loving this. And I've seen the movie several times, read the book at least once, possibly more. And when I saw it, again, I just had to get it and check it out. Wow, I just realized this has a bunch of stickers on it, and I don't like that. Okay. Natural Beauty by Ling Huan, I believe is how you pronounce it. I really wish that I could get these off, but this is like the one library book that does not have plastic around it, because of course it doesn't. This is about beauty and wanting to be beautiful. Wanting to be beautiful and things like that. I've heard that it's trippy. I've heard that it's beautifully written. Heard wonderful things about it. Saw it for $1. Picked it up. Also in the back was The Girl with All the Gifts by M.R. Carey. This is, I believe, possibly like a zombie book or an institute. Like this girl is in an institute because she has powers, gifts. I don't know. It was in the horror section. I have heard a lot about it. It is on my list of books that I want to read, but I do not own. So again, when I saw it, I was like, yes, it's in fairly good condition. It was only $1. I don't know. I don't know very much about it. I remember hearing a lot about it. And so when I saw it, I got it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, reading the back, I think it's something to do with a zombie, but I don't know for sure. Okay, one random one my husband picked up, Killer Pizza by Greg Taylor. I don't know, it's about killer pizza. Killer pizza, maybe zombies in this one too? I don't know. It's a monster book about a pizza shop and a pizza chain. Again, saw it, the young adult. My husband was like, do you want this book? And I was like, sure. I don't know. We'll give it a shot. Monday's Not Coming by Tiffany D. Jackson. I have read 2 other books by her. Love her books. Have not read this one. This is a story of how my best friend disappeared, how nobody knows she was gone except for me, and how nobody cared until they found her 1 year later. Don't know a lot about this book. Have heard wonderful things about it. Love Tiffany D. Jackson's writing. Like, I read The Weight of Blood, 5 stars. Love it, love it, love it. I adore her perspective on things. I think her prose is wonderful. She's a very strong writer, and so when I saw this, I had to pick it up. I got Alice in Zombieland by Gina Showalter. I love zombies, and I love Alice in Wonderland. And so this is about Alice in Wonderland with zombies, and it looks like it's part of a series. This is the first one in the series, though, so I'm not going to mess up like the other one. It says Book 1 of the White Rabbit Chronicles, so I don't know if it says... Oh, Through the Zombie Glass. Haha, that makes sense. So, I don't know. I hope that this is very much like the story of Alice in Wonderland, but with zombies, and even if it's not, I think it will still be good. I got a duology. I think this is a duology. It's We Set the Dark on Fire and We Unleash the Merciless Storm, both by Taylor K. Miella. Sorry, I know that is a Spanish last name, and I don't know how to say it. I saw this book first, and I picked it up because I was like, oh, I remember hearing about that. And I read it, and I was like, oh, I don't know. That doesn't necessarily sound like something I would like. But then, oh, it does say it's a duology. Then at the other end of the table on the other side, I saw the sequel, and I was like, okay, they're $1 each. I'll get them. And this one sounded more interesting. So it might just be that I have to read this one and then I'll enjoy this one more. I don't know. It is about a school, a resistance, possibly sapphic, not quite sure. It sounds like, yes, probably is sapphic, and it's a fantasy duology. So, and apparently this is her debut. This one is We Set the Dark on Fire. So, I got them both because they sound interesting, and I love fantasy books, even young adult fantasy. I'm kind of really into that right now. I find them very interesting, so I got them. All right, I also got Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. This is a really good edition, like really good quality, and it was only $1. A lot of these look like they came from like a high school library that in a town that's close to mine, because they all have like stickers on them. I don't know anything about this book, and the synopsis doesn't really tell me anything about it. But I have heard of this book, and I've heard of Laini Taylor. She wrote the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy. And again, I've heard of the book. It was $1. It was in very nice condition, and it's another young adult fantasy. So I decided to see what it's all about. And the last book I got was The First to Die at the End by Adam Silvera. This is the prequel to They Both Die at the End, which I do own. And so when I saw this one, I was like, well, might as well just get the prequel. I know that the copy I have is paperback and this is hardback, but that's okay. That's okay. I've heard wonderful things about They Both Die at the End, and so I was excited to read the prequel. I have not read the first one yet, though. So I'll have to read that one and then I'll read this one. But I was excited to find a copy of this in good condition. This says it normally sells for $20. And again, I got 23 books for $39. So there's no way that I'm gonna have to add up. Okay, so I just went through and added up what all of these books would have cost if I got them new. There were 2 of them that did not have prices. I didn't have a price for Abandon, so I just put it at $20. I don't know, a lot of these other ones were 20, so it might be a little bit more than that. And then Strange the Dreamer, this one does not have a price either that I could see, so I think I just put $20 on this one too. Because I figured that was probably, you know, a pretty good estimate. So if those were both $20 on top of everything else, I would have paid $446 for all of these. For these 23 books, if they were new. And I paid $39 for all of them. That's why we love library sales, because that's just amazing. Very happy with the books that I got. Kind of wish I'd looked at The Serpent's Curse a little bit more, but hey, now I have other new books to look into. Maybe I'll find a new trilogy that I like, or a new, you know, author book series I like. Overall, can't complain. This was a great shopping trip. But now I want to know, have you read any of these books and what did you think? All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.